Say to this far, we are paid 9.4 billion. I will round the figures. Is that agreeable? 9.4 billion. Of this 9.4 billion, 7 billion was paid or released by government before I assumed office or properly assumed office. Because those funds released in February, definitely they were not paid the same day. Might be they paid up to beginning of March. But the monies had been released and they were paying. That's okay? Number two, the monies that is suspected to have gone to unscrupulous traders. The first tranche is that paid to 152 farmers, traders, which constitute 2 billion. And we are here to pay another 1.4 billion. But we have another 74 farmers who are also suspicious of, whom we paid another almost $500 million. And we are here to pay them their balance of 419 million. So in total, I would say roughly we are paid about 2.5 billion to traders. What does that translate to? Today, the total amount owed to farmers and traders is 2.1 billion. But a month ago, it was 3.5 billion. Assuming that we never paid the traders, and that is why the president is disappointed. And you can see, when we are sitting at Showground, Nairobi, we were consulting, and I was telling him, he was asking me, Mwangi, are you sure that to this far you have not paid all the farmers? I was saying, yes, we could have paid, but we paid 2.5 billion to traders. If we really paid the farmers, and you can see even the action, this 2 billion was paid between October and December. If we really paid farmers, today we could not have been having the frustration, yeah, because I want to say noise in the streets. We could have cleared with the farmers. To this far, we only owe farmers 129. Those that we have no question. We are not questioning anything. But if you go back, it would have been very clear that by February of this year, we could have been able to clear all farmers the outstanding monies. Any other question?
Thank you. My name is Enoch Sikode from Citizen TV. I have a couple of questions. Now, let's begin here. First, you've talked about it, but I just want to repeat about it. During the show in Nairobi, then in Kakamega, the president seemed to talk in a bad light, to mention you in a bad light. You as the CS, individually, as a person, how do you feel about it? You are a top senior government officer. How do you feel about that when the appointing authority mentioned you in somehow bad light twice? Now,
can I answer one by one? Or you want, okay, number two.
Number two, you've talked about the issues you are having, probably one that you made some of the orders that were given not to pay, and yet payments were made against the orders that had been given by the ministry. Now, this brings in a question. There are allegations that some of the people, some of the traders involved in this could be senior Jubilee government officials.
Let me answer the two.
How treated them?
First is that about my boss, you will first of all never discuss your boss in public. You never discuss your boss in public. He had reason to be frustrated. If I was the president, I personally have also agreeing with him. There is disappointment all over. President was disappointed. Why? Kenyans out there, true farmers, who went to their farms, tilled their land, sweat, somebody took advantage to be paid when they are still suffering. Any person with human heart must be hurt. And therefore, President was right. And the person entrusted to this job is Mr. Kiunjuri. And when I came back here, I was also disappointed, and I made it be understood that I'm disappointed to my officers also. Yeah? October 20th, again, the president was on it again. Again, these are sugar farmers who deliver their sugar, and they are not paid. You ask the CEOs of those sugar mills, they tell you, we are still crushing. What are you crushing? Immature cane. Are you making profit? No. Then what are they doing? They are ruining the farmers to selling cane to them, knowing very well they cannot pay them. President has all this information. He is the most informed person in this country. And then again, farmers are still complaining. As a president, I will still be disappointed. And therefore, for me, I never took any offense from that. He has trusted me, and he was very clear. If he had any issues with me, he could have clearly have taken action. When he wanted to fire ministers, he never made any announcement out there. He went to parliament, fired them.